All right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, building's still packed to the max.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Daly, knocking out Marius Zaromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn, fighting George St-Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw.
And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights. So here's the legend, George St-Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You got to be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck, and he took Josh Koscheck, who's an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St-Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab, and then a leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to be George St-Pierre.
And he's got more SPs than you.
He does. He's a man.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Nick Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George St-Pierre!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so no love lost between these two gentlemen as round one gets underway between George St-Pierre and Nick Diaz. You know, Diaz is always conditioned, and he believes he's the better man in this match.
He feels as though he can stop the takedowns this time, not allow St-Pierre to take him down and allow the clock to run. Last time he didn't get to stand as much as he wanted to, but that's not by choice. George St-Pierre was able to implement the game plan and got the victory.
All right, so a nice takedown for him there, and if that is a sign of things to come, could be a long night for the boxer.
Well, when you're a boxer, you see a lot of feints coming at your head. He understood that through a feint to get the hands up, level change down, secure the takedown. Great work.
Well, St-Pierre's in half guard now.
Getting the mount here.
All right, side control now. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Lands the grounded pound strike here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Diaz. All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. All right, early round action here. A nice leg kick. You don't see a lot of those in the squared circle, DC.
Well, and when you're predominantly a boxer, you don't expect many kicks. You have a wider stance. So that opens up the kick, and we see the balanced fighter go into that knowing that that was an advantage that he has in this fight. I mean, you land one, I land one. What a start.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
That's a good kick by him right there. 3 minutes.
And he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Rubber guard form now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down from around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work trying to advance position to your ground and pound. Right. If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful. Now he's going full mount. Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you gotta shrimp, you gotta get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by GSP. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Under 2 minutes now to go round one. Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by GSP.
Great shot from the top position.
Side control now. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. St-Pierre's right back to the full mount here. And right into side control.
In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by St-Pierre. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, Diaz is in half guard. Oh, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
He's attacking the Kimura, watching him step.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George St-Pierre.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
Second round, straight ahead.
Hey, stop.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. You saw him try to submit his opponent in the previous round. Had one attempt. We'll see if there's more where that came from in this next round.
He will throw multiple attempts at you. He will continue to throw things against the wall until something sticks. Look for more submission attempts.
Oh, he just missed on that overhand left.
He's going to guillotine. Oh, my goodness. He might have it. Did he escape that submission? Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the ball.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Kobe Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. Little bit.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, got a protection. That guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, he escapes.
There goes another one, and once again, he just bats it away. Great submission defense.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded, they're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
He's got it isolated.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here. Oh, he's got his back.
What, guys? Come on.
Just over a minute to go, round two. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by St-Pierre. Another ground and pound strike lands. Under a minute now in round two. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by GSP.
Lands a nice punch from his back.
.30 seconds to go in round two. Closed guard. Good work from the top here by George St-Pierre. Oh, and he's back up again. 15 seconds to go. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Beautiful combination with the hand.
Two rounds in the books. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Solid punch lands for him.
Oh, nice job by him there to slip that off him. Oh, high-level stuff there as he blocks the strike and counters with a jab. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many bodies.
Great timing on that double leg.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, close guard now. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, right into mount.
St-Pierre's back to the side control now. Oh, big shots from the top. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Trying for a submission now. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, great submission defense. All right, hammer fist here by GSP.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight. Beautiful ground and pound, and it looks like he has a cut now.
Let's go, more, that's working.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by St-Pierre. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Oh, another shot gets through. Doctor might have to step in soon. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by GSP. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. A series of punches from the top here by George St-Pierre. We might get a stoppage here. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Under 2 minutes now to go. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
Oh, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anymore.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it gets a bit uncomfortable. You have a fighter who's clearly outmatched, and his corner will not save him. This is crazy.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Diaz. 1 minute now to go in the third. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is,
St-Pierre's looking to lock up an armbar here. Ooh, that's tight, I'd be tapping.
it's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
field.
is an educated crowd, Jay. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
And that'll do it, 15 minutes in the books.
Stop!
All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
It's getting too bad, man.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Hook to the head there by Diaz. Oh, good knees. Strong knee strike there. Oh, high amplitude slam for him there. Wow. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
He's gonna try to fall off to the side and pull his opponent up on top of him.
Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You've got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission. Another strike lands right to that targeted spot. The swelling continues to get worse, and I would not be surprised if the referee calls in the ringside position to take a look.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by GSP. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. While St-Pierre's right back to the full mount. He's having his way with him here.
He's a big shot, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
GSP going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
Beautiful transition. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Diaz. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Now the hammer fist here by George St-Pierre.
There it is, now he's on the mountain.
Now trying to trap an arm.
What a tight arm bar. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Diaz. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity. These guys are trying to knock each other. Guillotine jump!
Oh, that gilly is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by GSP. Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together on fight.
When it all comes together, nothing feels better to go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired. Nothing feels better. Getting them out here.
Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by St-Pierre. Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Under a minute to go in round 4.
You need to fight back.
Well, St-Pierre's going for an arm here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Oh,
he's out!
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew from the moment this fight started he was going to go get a shot off. The opponent was ready, and he defended it perfectly.
Oh, beautifully placed and time kick there by St-Pierre. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Diaz's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. Man, he's got good hands. Beautiful strike there. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got it on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions.
St-Pierre's going for an arm here.
Now he's in trouble. He's got it locked in. He's out. What submission defense on this play?
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. St-Pierre's back in full mount. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
In the half guard.
Making all these shots count. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Diaz.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, he's setting up an armbar now. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. They're in. Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
Well, he's got his back now. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Throws that team. Nice spinning attack there and able to land to the body. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Back and forth we go here. Oh, well-timed and placed overhand by Diaz. Another takedown attempt, not there. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic... Oh, he's hurt, he's hurt.
Diaz's overhand punch to the head, it doesn't get there. It was telegraphed, and it was blocked. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different. He's got to be very careful because look.
Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, George Rush St-Pierre!
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George St-Pierre. No surprise as the scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George St-Pierre walks to the center of the octagon to get the decision read, he is sure that he has done enough to win the fight. Tonight, that was the case as he wins another fight by decision.